leader, it's time for a change. Heading every day. I'm the new leader, it's time for a change. So the enemies, I'm taking them apart. I'm a young boss, got me feeling like a rock. They can never match it, they can never stop. Cause I've been really giving everything that I got.
What's up? We're back with another drama-filled week of gaming. Thursday night, 7 p.m. right now with the realist and SIKSLAYER.
SIKSLAYER.
Oh, yeah. It's a no-hat Thursday. Usually I wear a cap, but not tonight. I fixed my hair.
You ain't capping.
I ain't capping, dog. There ain't no cap in here. That's right.
No cap Thursday.
No cap Thursday, man. So, yeah. Man, let me tell you, if you haven't played Space Marines 2, you got to get it. It's just...
What I tell you.
Man,
How many months I've been preaching about it.
Man, all right. We got Space Marine talk. We got Pokemon Game Suit talk. We got more Space Marine talk, and then we got the reveal of my PS5 Pro that I got. The 30-year anniversary, which damn, that thing's gonna cost like $1,000.
I doubt it.
And then
It'll have a premium though.
You got a couple of links that Six sent me.
It comes with all that stuff in the picture.
Yeah. It's some extra
Oh,
stuff.
that'll be more than $1,000 because what I saw was a portal controller.
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be more than $1,000 then.
Yeah, it's
I thought each was sold separately.
Kind of looks like a bundle to me. Well, I guess.
Well, if it is a bundle, you're right. It'll be more than $1,000 because the console and the portal by itself is without any special print. No, they had a great portal too.
Yeah, let's see. The limited edition 30-year comes with a special DualSense Edge controller and a stand. Woo! They got a stand with it, but you'll probably need to compete with scalpers. That's all it says. All right, we'll get to that.
You know how that goes.
Yeah, how that goes. We got comments from the CEO of Saber stating that, hey, this game is fun and don't need any imposed morals and messages, right? Don't need none of that junk for some fun game, man. And I think that's what's lost lately with a lot of games that's had been released. I mean, there's been some good games, but still, nothing compared to what we've had 15 years ago, 20 years ago, you know? And Space Marines 2, man, brings it back just the way it's supposed to be. Old school fun, no messaging, just glory kills, get your heart pumping, and some co-op fun too. So
no doubt,
no diggity, no doubt. So what's up, guys? How you guys been doing this week? I haven't talked to you guys really at all, man. I've been busy with work big time.
Yeah, man, I've been busy with real life. I got an interview next week Tuesday for a level 2 tech position, so I'm hoping to get that. Yeah, for the local cable company out here, man. I feel like it's a perfect fit for me, and all of that. So I'm hoping for that. But meanwhile, man, just been playing games, man. Been out here doing my thing. In Spaces just a little bit ago. Sheik and the Black Air Force Energy Group, right?
Yep.
Just wrapped that up on Tuesdays. Usually do it, but today we did one because this week's been extra nuts, and we'll discuss all of that. But meanwhile, I'm just chilling, man. I'm gonna let you guys talk about how y'all been before I get into the like what we've been playing this week. I guess we'll do that afterwards.
Yeah.
Or do you want me to say about what I've been playing now?
Go ahead if you want.
All right.
It's open. It's open.
All right. Well, I've been playing Octopath Traveler. I don't stop playing that. Like I keep playing that. I've been playing that Space Marine 2, right? Yeah. I talked about it. Love it. Yeah. I got the Marvel collection. I got that Tuesday. Been playing that. There's a bunch more games I plan to buy on Tuesday on Steam.
Oh, okay.
And when I get paid, then I'm seeing a bunch of games is on sale, but otherwise it's been that. Starfield, I'm picking up again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get ready for the expansion. I think that comes in like 11 or 12 days.
Yeah, I need to do that too.
Shattered
controls.
Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So yeah, man. I got a lot of stuff on my plate right now. Enjoying it. It's gaming season, and dope games is coming out, and there's more on the horizon. So
yeah, I'm juggling 3 games, which I rarely do, and that is Space Marines, Lost Crown, and Amnesia: The Bunker.
Oh, Amnesia. Okay, cool. And meanwhile, acquiring lots and lots and lots and lots of free games. You know how freaking Epic and Amazon and everybody else be doing, man. They be putting a lot of free games out there, man. So I gotta snag the ones of worth.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's up with me. What's up with you, Realist, man? What you been playing? How you living, home? Realist?
I don't know. Is he dropping off?
Oh no. That would not be good. He just unmuted himself.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Well, I had to cycle it, but anyway, man, we got too many games.
Right.
We do.
I've been playing Star Wars, Outlaw still.
That was getting some heat, man.
You mean like bad press?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
not that I'm reading into it. I mean, like anything, but I just see the headline. I was like, man, it's like I thought people were liking it.
It's popular to talk bad about Ubisoft.
Yeah. I
guess for more reasons than one, but like as far as the game is concerned,
yeah. I
mean, I like the game. It's a big exploration game, and it's primarily a stealth game, like I said last time. But
what would you compare it to? So I can have a sense. What is it similar to?
Metal Gear, but not because it's open world. You know what I mean? Like the Phantom Pain, but like not so stealth dependent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, and you got the blasters. You got a lot of quests and storylines you can follow. If you like Ubisoft, you like it. Because the same people that hate the blue people, that's what factored into my getting Ubisoft Plus, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was for Star Wars, Avatar, because I wanted to buy Avatar day one.
Yeah.
It got bad. It was just Far Cry in the Avatar universe. I like Far Cry.
I like Far Cry, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it sounds like a sale to me. Shoot, the you describe it correctly. Like, shoot, that's not a knock.
Yeah, but that's what people do. Like, last night I watched the little skinny scraggly dude. He got like 1 million subscribers. Like a bootleg Jesus. Basically they spent 30 minutes talking about shadows. So anyway, that's a whole other thing. But I've been playing Jedi Survivor. Went back, dug back. Put like maybe 7 hours into what's the name of that game? Borderlands 1 Game of the Year edition.
Really?
And yeah.
What got you getting to that?
I bought a lot of games that I used to pirate. Because I pirated that game way back in the day. And I bought it just because it was cheap one day. And then I was like, okay, so I got the Ally X. And
how did you do that?
The day I put it in the chat, I don't know if you were too busy to look in there. But like whenever
Yeah,
that was,
it's like I think you were talking about it last week on the show. So yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
it had to be Saturday because it was fight night.
Yeah, because
So,
he said you almost did but didn't. You went to a Best Buy.
Oh, right. That's what he said. Right.
Yeah.
That's what I said before, right?
Yeah.
And then when I sent the picture, I was like, I saw it too many times. It's like
Oh,
I've been saying
I
I don't
remember
need
the
it.
picture. I thought it was just like you were just showing us.
I've been saying I don't need it. I don't need it. But honestly, I could have done without it. But I'm glad I got it.
Really glad.
How's that?
Huge difference.
Huge, no, huge. Yeah. Because I couldn't play Star Wars Outlaws on the white ally.
Yeah.
I couldn't play Forspoken because those require more RAM than what you can allocate. You can only allocate 8 on the Ally 1.
Right.
So if the X can handle more than what the standard can, shouldn't that just be the standard? The X?
Well,
that's why they call it the X. It's a up version. You know, it does more. It's not a console, so you know.
I understand what he's saying, but like Tech, you gotta understand, like all this is new.
Yeah.
You know, Tech, Sick and I, Legal, everybody else, we're early adopters, right?
Yeah.
So like we're basically guinea pigs. So you can bet your monkey's uncle every handheld that comes out because they all follow the lead of the Steam Deck for one.
Mm-hmm.
And so they all basically, Steam has their own little low power deal. And so everybody else basically went off of what AMD did. The Legion came after the Ally, or did the Ally come before the Legion? I think the Legion came after the Ally. Yeah, Legion came after the Ally. The Claw is MSI Intel. So Intel is doing its own thing, but then they got a monster coming out next year. I was like, whoa, I hope. Yeah, the MSI Claw.
Yeah.
They got man. I was looking at the specs on it. It's like damn near a laptop. It's crazy, but the thing is, the Claw is the same as the regular Ally, and it doesn't perform the same because Intel had issues. But anyway, back to what I was playing. I played the hell out of Astrobot before I left. My daughter came in. She's like, "Daddy, you're 71% finished in 2 days." This is not a long game.
Yeah.
But so I got Astrobot. Took the PlayStation back out of the box, played it, and in a little Age of Mythology. Those are my games that I played this week. But I put the most time into Star Wars and Borderlands.
Yep.
But Borderlands is great, bro.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I still haven't finished 3. I haven't finished 3. I finished
on PC,
1
right?
and 2. I got all of them on everything except for PlayStation. And Switch, you know, like so. Borderlands 3, they gave it away on Epic. I bought it on Steam. Man, I don't care what you say because I was talking to TK9. I don't know if you know TK9, but he was like, "Man, Realist, you don't need no damn achievements." I was like, "I like them though." So Epic doesn't have achievements.
Yeah. No.
Oh, you still talk to TK9, man? I spoke to him or follow his channel because I stopped following him when he started to be some kind of way, I'll say, right? Nothing negative, but like he started just not, or to speak to me. Nothing he was saying was really anything I wanted to hear anymore. So I just stopped really messing with him. He went some kind of way. Is best way to say it. He's not a bad person at all, and definitely or a true gamer. I definitely respected him on that tip, right? Yeah. But like he started to go almost pony bot-esque, right?
No, he didn't go pony bot. He didn't go pony bot. He didn't go pony bot. He went Xbox hater.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like these PlayStation fans, these dudes who leave Xbox and go to PlayStation, it's like you can't just go peacefully.
Yeah.
But like he was always the Nintendo guy. But
so
like
the loud girlfriend that's just grunt and post a video and shaming him
right.
in every way possible.
Well, he's a cool guy, but like but like the Xbox community embraced him because he's anti-pony, basically. That was where like the Xbox community related to him, right? So Do I listen to him? Very rarely, man. I'm still subscribed to him, but like my thing is, if you hate Xbox so much, why do you talk about it so much?
Yes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's why
So,
I stopped listening to him.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
well, cause he always showed me love, and I've spoken with him offline. Like, he's a gamer, like a real gamer, like you, Tech. Like,
Just plays anything.
you play anything. He plays a lot of stuff. I don't think he'll play anything, but he plays a lot of things.
Yeah.
A lot of things that people don't even play, and he plays them, and he's knowledgeable about the stuff that he plays. So anyway, yeah, he's an Xbox hater, and it's like eventually when you take that
Well,
heel turn.
That's the cool thing to do these days.
Well, I mean, it could be cool, but like once you take that heel turn, eventually you're gonna say something stupid, and then that's when you lose my attention. He said some dumb things, man. Just on his mission of Xbox hate, but it's just it. But he like I said, he didn't turn to a pony, but he doesn't have a play. Well, he does have a PlayStation. He's not a PlayStation dude. He's a Nintendo guy. But the problem is when you talk about Nintendo, you got to be a certain kind of guy.
Yeah.
You got to be a
very niche, like
mostly nerdy,
yes,
or super goofy, or what do you call it, zany?
like
You know what I'm saying?
Lamar.
Because there's this guy. Yes. But see, back in the day, there was this guy I used to watch. Because when I first got into gaming on the internet, like conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
I was looking for people who were talking about Xbox. When I thought about getting a PlayStation,
yep.
I actually joined Twitter to find PlayStation people. Yeah. If you look at my join date, it's the date that I kept that I got a PlayStation, that last PlayStation that I was able to get. Yeah. It was like on the 11th or something like that, because I got it online. Like it was like a Best Buy waiting list. The rest of it, like, yeah, I did get them all on Best Buy waiting list. And then I had people go into I gave people like $50 to go wait in line at what's the name of that place that we always talk about? It's about to close.
GameStop.
GameStop. So I had 4 people do that. Oh man, I had them. Anyway, so the last one I got was on the internet. It was me, my sister-in-law. We were both trying to get it. She was trying to get it for her family, and I was just like, I'm gonna just get another one. So anyway, yeah, I don't like it when people like hate Xbox. Like we're Xbox first, but we don't hate PlayStation. If PlayStation did something good, I think you would say they did something good.
Yeah.
I don't think that it would pain you to say that, hey man, they did a good job on that. Yeah. And that's what. But like when it comes to like the Xbox hate brigade, they wouldn't be able to say, "Oh man, Xbox did the thing on that." So that is what it is, man. But yeah, man, Star Wars Outlaws, man, I wouldn't recommend you spend $70, $100 for it though. I can tell you,
I want to play it, but I'm not in a rush to get it. Just like every other game that's been released, I have a long list, like a wish list that I have keeping up. And
yeah, this $70 thing, I think, is deterring a lot of people from making purchases.
It is done. It's done that to me. Like I said before, Space Marines is just the most recent one that I purchased full price.
That was $60 though, right?
It was $75 for tax.
Oh, I'm looking at the PC price. Okay.
Yeah, and then Diablo was one that I purchased day.
Well, we all got the $100 version.
Yeah.
You, myself, legal.
Mm-hmm.
We all got the $100 deal.
Yeah. So we got that, and I think that's the last one I remember is Space Marines and Diablo that I paid full price for. That I want to play day one. Like all others, I can just wait. Like I'm not even in a rush to spend $70 on something like whatever they got. And I want to play a tons of games. I have a whole, like I said, I have a wish list. You see I posted a snippet of my spreadsheet of everything I want to play, and I put it as like, oh, it's already released. Okay, I move it up to the release section. It's like, but I'm not buying it, and I keep looking at prices, and I'm like, all right, that price is still holding steady. I'm not paying that, until I find something on GameFly and say, hey man, it's a clearance section, and like check it out.
Right. So that's what I was about to say. My Steam wish list is up to 415 games. I'm not lying, right? And so there's hold on, I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games that are on great sales. So on Tuesday, I'm gonna pick them all up. A lot of them are like NDS types of games, shit like that, where they're really on sale for like $10, $15. There's another one for $5.
Yeah,
$5, Iron Meat. I don't know how much Iron Meat is gonna be, but I'm definitely getting that day one.
I mean,
what'd you say? What you say? You don't know how much? What is it gonna be?
Iron Meat. It's like
Iron Meat.
Yeah, it's like Contra. That's gonna be on all the platforms. But I'm getting on PC. Yeah. Here's another one that's $11.99, but the deluxe version is $13. Here's another one, Retro GP, that's $12. Another one here that's $10.50. Right. So there's a bunch of these on sale. I plan to get right because they'll still be on sale next week on Tuesday when I have the funds to do all of that. But man, there's just a bunch of stuff like I've been waiting on. Like I said, my wish list is 415 games, and what is that, 8 or 10 games I just counted, right? So,
bro, just about every game that I browse is in your wish list.
Yeah, and so
you too, and that's the other thing. Also on Xbox as well, right? Mm-hmm. So like, I see what you guys have on your wish list when you on Steam or on Xbox where you click the little heart and stuff, right?
Yep.
So yeah, man. And oftentimes I'll wish list something, or I find out about the game, and then you particularly realize on Steam, but both of you if it's on Xbox, right? Already wish listed it. Like I'm late to the party. I'm like, oh, if you guys like it, all right. I'm definitely clicking on that wish list.
Bro, I look at certain games because like that's what I was gonna say. That my choice came between Space Marines with everybody else and Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to speed run through Survivor or what is it, Outlaws, because I'm gonna start Final Fantasy tomorrow, Lord willing. Like the beginning of that story, I know they say it starts slow, but the beginning of that story is enough to keep that has to have me intrigued.
Is it 16?
Oh, you said you beat it, right?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No. I bought it. I haven't even played it yet.
Oh.
I bought it. It was like on sale for $20 or something like that.
Yeah.
I went ahead and purchased it.
It's killing me, man. I want to wait till the 26th just to see.
Well, I looked at, like, every time I buy a new game, I look at how long the game is. And I think Final Fantasy 16 is roughly 16 to 20 hours. If you just kind of power through it, you know? And so I look at that, I'm like, okay, that can wait. It just sits on my shelf. It was $20. I didn't pay $70 for it, so it's not a big deal, right? And so that's kind of how I deal with my games. But, you see in the pictures I post on you guys, like, hey, The Lost Crown, what do you guys think for $14? And you guys said, get it.
Oh, yeah. But see, I don't, like, PC doesn't have that.
Oh, I've been with it, yeah.
My PlayStation is digital.
Yeah.
And Xbox, I ain't gonna lie, man, Xbox kind of hard, man. They sold me on the Ally, but none of the games are in their store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's hard to, when it's time to make a decision, it's hard to buy Xbox games now because
for you, like, you got the ROG Ally, and if it's not, play anywhere, then it's defaulting to Steam, right? This is what I've been harping about, and you're coming up against that. You're starting to see it is what it is. Like,
I've been seeing this. I've been telling y'all that their store is trash. It's always been trash, not because it slows anything down, but they don't have anything in it.
Right, but what I'm saying is firsthand, you have to make these active decisions now, right? Because you have the RG Ally now, and now you're push come to shove, what you're gonna do? Like, I could have waited for the Xbox version of Marvel, but it's probably not play anywhere, and I'm not waiting on that, right? Everybody I know who I would play with is getting on PC anyway, so I'm just gonna rock that version for my Ally in my home, uses. But I look at River City Girls too, right? Getting that on Steam because it's not play anywhere like the first one was, right?
Yeah. But Did you finish the first one?
No, I finished the first one way back during the pandemic, right? But there's another game, Karate Kid, right?
What's the name of it? Cobra Kai?
Yeah. Now that's play anywhere. I'm getting that, on Xbox, right? Because even though most of the time when I play it, it's gonna be on the Royale. Just like with Turtles, right? I bought that. Actually, no, I didn't even have to buy because it was on Game Pass at the time, right? And it's back again now. But I did get the DLC. Eventually, when it's gonna leave, I'm gonna get that, right? Like I say, it's up to them. It's why I always advocate for Play Anywhere. If it's there, I'm buying it there because I get both. But if not, I'm going to Steam. And now with the handheld, especially, and this is the point I'm making, you're starting to experience that now firsthand yourself, Willis.
Yeah, before it didn't matter when I wasn't mobile with it. You know what I mean? And then the Steam, like, I prefer the whole Xbox setup, right? To get the achievements, to be able to play on my Xbox if I wanted to. But now it's like, but see, Xbox has that part figured out. That's just how I know, like, Xbox, right now, I don't think they're really, like, they want to make money, but it's not as dire as, like, the Xbox haters make it seem. Because Xbox has you covered. Because NVIDIA runs Steam. So it's like you can play your games on Xbox if you needed to. And they're not really worried about you buying them through Steam at this moment.
That's what Lincoln was doing with Black Myth. He's playing on Game Pass now on his Xbox, and he could do it on his ROG Ally on the go if he wanted to, which I doubt he hasn't even really touches that, which is a shame. I feel
Black Myth runs on the white Ally stick.
Right? No, I do, but knowing him, most likely he's going to use the cloud version because that's what he already is doing. But I told him, you may as well install it on the system as well, so that way you have a local copy.
Yeah.
Right. So when he's on the go and they don't have a good connection, he could still play it. But you know how it goes. I'm just saying, more than likely, he's not doing that. He's only playing on the cloud or at home on the Xbox on the cloud. More than likely.
Hey, did I tell y'all? I'm pretty sure I did. That Steam setup is just right now.
It's just right. Like how?
Yeah, like before, if my nephew was online or if he was playing a game, I couldn't play his library.
Oh, the family thing. Yes. Okay, I follow you now. Yes.
And so now, like, we joined up, and no problem. All I had to do was refresh, and all his library shows up. We can play. We can actually play it. We can play against each other if we wanted to.
On the same game. On the same game.
On the same game.
Because before you said
because it used to be if he was online, it would tell me to purchase the game.
Right.
Now it's no problem.
And he would have to be offline for you to play that same game that he was playing earlier.
Mm-hmm. But he never turns his thing off.
Okay, question. So I understand if he was logged in, you didn't have access. But if he was playing a different game, you still didn't have access, right? But
not 100% of the time, because sometimes it would say purchase, and I would have to get out of Steam, get back into Steam, get out of Steam, get back into Steam, and then sometimes I wouldn't be trying to play his games at all, and then maybe like an hour into my session, I'll get a message at the bottom right corner that says, "Hooray, Ray's games are available now." But you know,
hooray!
But
that's what it says.
So, the both of you could play even the same game that only one of you bought, even. And so it's so it's perfect. Oh, okay. I didn't even know it was that.
That's what I was saying. It's just right now. Just like my Xbox. My son, he gets a Ubisoft Plus. He gets Game Pass. All on his computer, because his console is my home console. Mm-hmm. So like with my nephew, just like what you said, we can play whatever. We did some tests.
It could be the same game, different game. It don't matter if y'all both on. It's perfect. Okay.
As long as the title is supported, it's gonna work, because like, man, it wasn't supposed to be if he was online that I couldn't play. It was supposed to be as long as we're not playing the same game.
Right.
But sometimes if he was online, it would give me the option to play. It would say purchase with a little globe on it, but now it's like, what is it, Little Red Goldilocks? It's just right.
Just right. Yeah, man.
Man,
I mean-
because he bought Ghost, right? He not look, man. This is like I was talking to Legal earlier. I was like, man, a lot of these dudes don't even know why they like PlayStation. He was one of them. I was like, did you play Last of Us? No. Did you play God of War? No. You play Days Gone? Yeah, I played Days Gone on PC. You know what I'm saying? But he always played PlayStation. But I was like, man, you know what, man? This is a game. Ghost. I was talking about. Said this game made my PlayStation worth having, man. You know, I said, yeah, Ghost.
Okay.
And
gotcha.
yeah, I don't know if you can understand me, but like day one he got it. I was like, bro, I bought that. He was like, yeah, but I didn't want to take any chances that I couldn't play it. Cause I saw it and I was like, man, I gotta play this. So we both bought Ghost. You know what I mean? Because he didn't want to run the risk of not being like, for me, I have Elden Ring on Xbox, but there's no way I was going to buy it again with the way From sells it, and it's hardly ever on sale.
Right.
But
I follow you. Same thing with me. That's why I didn't buy it either, because it's never on sale, and it's not a game I'm gonna be too happy with. Like, I'll play here and there, but it's way too popular to come down low enough to be worth for me picking it up, because I already am buying way too many games. As you already know, bro, I already have like 533 games on Steam. I had like 200 and something on Epic, right? I have like, I forget the number on GOG, because I counted during what's his name, Kay Asante. They were doing a live stream yesterday because Everborn Saga, he bought one of those mini PCs, right? With the 8840U, and he was putting Bazite on it, right? Which is basically SteamOS, right? And they were doing that live stream. It went on for hours. I stopped watching at one point, right? But basically, I was saying in the chat, like, I have like maybe over 1,000 games over all the PC storefronts, if that's Xbox, Steam, Epic, Amazon, GOG. I know I'm missing one, I think, right? But and EA and Ubisoft, right? So I got like over 1,000 games, right? And I have 450 in a wish list, and I'm planning to buy 10 games on Tuesday. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got games to play. We all got games to play, but we try to put some time into what we want to play, and more in the future to come, right?
What's up, Sega
so it's
Man?
just like, what's up, Sega Man?
What do you do, Sega Man? Look, just about every game that I click on, it says SIKSLAYER wants this.
I say 40-50 for a reason, bro.
Does it say Sega Man wants this too?
Sega Man is on. He's only on Xbox.
He's only on
Switch,
Xbox,
to my knowledge.
When I look on the Xbox wishlist stuff, like, I'll see Sega Man, I also see yourself, Tech, right? Yeah. Usually, it's you too. So it's ironic that Sega Man hops in right now. When I look and I see stuff on the Xbox wishlist, and it tells me other people like it, it's the both of you. And Real says, well, but not as much as you two, Sega Man there and you, Tech.
Yeah.
Usually, I see him on PC.
I don't ever see y'all's wish list, but I see when I don't look for it either. But I see when you guys own the game.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have much in my Xbox wish list because I write down everything in my spreadsheet like a nerd.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
I just
my wish list is like 20, maybe 30 tops on Xbox.
Well, that's only because when we have these shows, these summer shows and Gamescom or whatever, they announce games, but they're not available on Xbox yet to wish list it. So I just write everything down, put them in my little spreadsheet.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And some games that will never come out. Like I'll note down some games that are like, oh, I'm interested in that. I'm interested in this. And then I'll start going through and say, man, what released and what didn't? And I'll say, man, whatever happened to this game? Like there was one, it was based off of Little Red Riding Hood, and it was called Wolf. It looked pretty badass.
Oh,
and this is years. This is Xbox, like early Xbox One, right? It was called Wolf, And it never.
I like the name.
There was nothing.
It speaks to what it is.
No information, no nothing. Just a trailer, and that was it, man. I can't even find a trailer anymore. I'm sure it's out there, but I can't find it.
Did it even release?
Nope.
Yeah. It's just like Seasons of Heaven. They announced that on the Switch, and it never came out.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's how it goes for real.
All
It
right.
is what it is.
So let's see. What we got here? What do I want to start with? Maybe the short one. Maybe we can. Pokemon suing. Whatever the Power Pair, Pocket Pair for how. A lot of people saw this coming because, like, dude, they're ripping off. But they're
not though.
But I know
they're really
that's
not.
The thing. They're not. They're just because it looks like it doesn't mean it is. Right. And,
yeah, but you know Nintendo, man, they're very litigious, and they went right after it to just destroy it, right? Because they know when it comes to Pokemon, right? The last couple of releases, according to the people who play the games, are like they're pretty shitty, but they're buying them anyway, and they're gonna sell anyway, and Nintendo knows it. So every time you see these other games, they're like, "Oh, this is what Nintendo should be doing Pokemon," and they never do, right? Yeah. Because they're gonna sell anyway. So here's a game that really made them look bad, that really started blowing up, right? Yeah. And now Nintendo got a problem with it. And for a good while there, they tried all these things to get after them, and it didn't work. Now they found a new loophole or whatever it is.
Something. They found something. I mean, I don't follow these lawsuits about IPs and infringements and stuff, but it looks like they got something to take them to court and see. We'll see what happens, man, because I mean, this sucks for them, but they're not backing down either. Pocket Pair. But also, didn't Sony put some money into them too?
Oh, the game is supposed to come to PlayStation, so yeah, they pay up
so there you go. Anything like Sony touches, now it's like cancer.
On top of that, and then on top of that, I'm just gonna say that even Pocket Pair themselves is like, we don't know what patents they mean, so they're not even sure exactly what they're claiming.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. They said in their official release.
Yeah.
So it's yet to be seen what the detail is.
You're ripping off our characters. I don't know what you're talking about. These are original characters with original names. But you're capturing pals with a ball, which is Pokeball. No, we don't call them Pokeball. There are, what did they call them? Spheres?
Yeah, pal spheres, I think.
Pal sphere. No. There's nothing close to Pokemon stuff. Like, okay. So, yeah. Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people following this to see how this goes for Pocket Pair.
Well, the Nintendo lovers are the most invested because how dare Pocket Pair have the audacity to challenge Pokemon?
That's why
you know what I mean. I've been listening to a bunch of
complaining that they haven't done anything new with the Pokemon series.
That's what
I've been listening to a lot of guys that are Nintendo fans, right?
Yeah.
Emperor Bruh, whatever his name is, and Harmon Smith. He's funny. I listened because I knew he was gonna have something to say. I listened to everybody make fun of him.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know if that was you, Tech, but see, before it wasn't a threat. It was just a little game, another quote unquote knockoff of Pokemon, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But now they have Sony and Animal Pix or whatever the name of them are, and they're trying to create a whole brand, and that's going to directly challenge Pokemon and Game Freak. Like their whole deal, like, you know, Pokemon had cartoons and all this other crap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and now they're trying to create a whole 360 brand around it. And that is a threat to Nintendo, and that's what Nintendo doesn't want.
Right.
So, like, before it was nothing. It's like, yeah, whatever. You know, but, you know, when they hit 25 million, people thought that, okay, now Nintendo's going to come. Nintendo still didn't come.
Yeah.
Now they're trying to create they're trying to create a brand around it, which means that they're not going away. This is not a one-off.
Yeah.
So now Nintendo is like, all right, we gotta try to take these guys out. But I don't think they have a point. I don't think that they can win this because, like, if
I don't think so either.
anything, Pokemon has copied other games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, and it's two totally different things. Yeah, they have the monster catching element, but that's that. I mean, go after Monster Hunter 2 then. I mean,
Yeah.
the balls aren't patented. They're not called Pokemon. They're not even called monsters.
That's right.
It is what it is. They're not gonna win because guess what? Unless Sony tucks tail and run, they got Sony and that company Anima Pix or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not just going after Pocket Pair. Pocket Pair's not coming by themselves. But the most important thing is Nintendo doesn't really have a case. But we've seen that they do have lawyers that can find a hole to poke, because I thought they didn't have a case against emulation, which they didn't. They had a case against them profit. They had a case against them profiting off emulation.
Right.
And then they said they made the case that they were encouraging piracy, and that's what got them to win. But yeah, Pocket Pair, I don't think they're concerned. Because they've been looking for somebody to buy.
Nintendo, though.
No, they've been looking for somebody to buy them anyway. But the thing is the same thing that I felt about Power World is like, man, are people gonna come out and buy it to the tune of 30 million again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because just like any other game, you know, like the cases that I make against timed exclusivity for a PlayStation are the same that I'm gonna make now that PlayStation's getting this game. Now the hype is over. You know what I mean? Like, the time for them to be over there was back then when the hype was at its peak.
Yeah.
And I don't think people over on PlayStation are gonna care about it by the time it gets over there. But we'll see.
Is Sega Man a big Power World fan? Does he play all the time? We don't know.
I don't know. I didn't see him. I'm gonna tell you what I know Sega Man does play. I know Sega Man plays a lot of shmups.
Shoot 'em ups. Yeah, he's a big fan like myself. Yes. That's another thing I need to buy on Tuesday. I need to buy like they came out with a soundtrack, a CD for Thunder Force 5, right? I definitely gotta buy that. I was supposed to buy that this weekend, forgot, so I'll buy it next. But yeah, he's big into shoot 'em ups like myself.
But yeah, I don't think Pocket Pair has nothing to worry about when it comes to Nintendo. But Nintendo, if anything, Nintendo is just trying to discourage the actions. So it's like if somebody else comes along with a monster catcher game, they're gonna think twice about how closely their monsters resemble. But they're not even really monsters; they're animals. How can you copyright animals?
Yeah.
You know, so
the likeness. I mean, I know. Yeah,
I don't think Nintendo can win this, but I think that maybe they're trying to drag them and cost them money. Because you gotta understand, man, like, gaming is getting tough. And they pretty much have a monopoly. Outside of like Monster Hunter, which is a totally different type of game. And plus Capcom puts the game on Nintendo. I don't even think Nintendo would allow Power World if they wanted it over there.
It's true. I agree. Makes sense. That's Nintendo being super petty.
Sega Man says, "Hey, yo, white brothers, I play a lot of shoot 'em up. One of my favorite shoot 'em ups is called Lightning Force and Thunder Force on the Sega Genesis."
Oh, absolutely. Part 4 was awesome, bro. That metal soundtrack, bro. On the Genesis, I didn't know this could sing like that back then, bro. Didn't know.
Okay, since y'all are shmup dudes, Sega Man is obviously a Sega fan. Did y'all play in Sector X?
Hell yeah, that was better than the version in Sector X. Hell yeah. Yep. Yeah, my brother.
I didn't mention you. I never heard you say you were a Sega dude. But
No,
dude, I still play in Sector X.
I didn't know anybody that had one, and I wasn't exposed to it when it was out.
You were a Super Nintendo guy back then?
I was a Super Nintendo guy, yeah. That's all I knew.
That's cool.
That's all I knew.
That's cool. Yeah, that's how Nintendo gets you, man. They don't let you know about the competition at all.
Yeah,
but if you're a Sega guy, you might have Super Nintendo, but if you're a Nintendo guy, you probably don't have a Genesis. That's
I mean, I had the original Nintendo, I had this, the Super Nintendo and all that, but it's not like I was looking for an alternative. It's just I wasn't aware of it,
Right, you didn't know at all.
Mm-mm.
You didn't know about Sega does what Nintendo.
Mm-mm.
See, they did that on purpose.
No, I do now, but
no, now, but back then. Right?
Yeah, back then, no.
Dang, for real?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dang, bro, that like Genesis does. That was a commercial.
No,
that was a commercial.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, I guess I was somewhat aware. It just wasn't like something I wanted to get or anything like that. It's like I had my Super and I was happy with it. There was nothing to me as saying, "Oh, the Super War, it sucks now. I want a Sega." It was like just that wasn't in me at the time. I just said, "Hey, I got my Super and I'm happy with it," because it had Killer Instinct on it. I was happy with that.
But you had that black cartridge.
Yep,
CD?
I had the black cartridge. Yep.
Killer
Have you still got the
Instinct.
CD?
What was that?
Have you still got the CD that came with it?
Mm-mm. No.
The Killer Cut CD.
No.
Man, that's worth a lot of money. That's worth a lot of money.
Yeah. No, I don't have any of that.
Did y'all play Clay Fighters?
Nah, but I did see it a couple times in action.
Time Splitters.
Clay Fighters.
So y'all weren't fighting guys back in the day?
We were playing Street Fighter on those systems. That's all we needed.
No, but
and Mortal Kombat.
But Street Fighter brought about like Clay Fighters and Time Splitters.
Nobody really messed with the clone games like that. It was Street Fighter and then Mortal Kombat. That was about it.
But they weren't clones. I mean, Clay Fighters was in a way that they made them look real using the same kind of technology that Mortal Kombat did. But like I know y'all didn't have a Neo Geo, but like, did y'all play Art of Fighting and Fatal Fury? Like,
I played Fatal Fury and Samurai Showdown because we had older kids who had Neo Geos. No doubt, we played those. Yeah.
I want to buy this new. Well, it's not new anymore, Samurai Showdown, but nobody plays it, and they never lowered the price. They never lowered the price on it.
They never did. Right. That's why I don't own it either. So yeah, we could have played that, but I didn't buy it for the same reason.
There was my neighbor, my friend that lived a couple of houses where I grew up, and he had original Nintendo, and he introduced me to RBI Baseball.
Oh,
and
okay.
We would play all the time RBI Baseball.
Nice.
And
okay, so
that was it. I mean, he was my friend who had a console. I didn't have one yet, and eventually I got my own, and then that's once I got this Nintendo, well, that's all I knew. Right? I didn't know anybody else who even had consoles. It was just me and my buddy, and that was it.
Wow, man, I could not imagine because I came up in a time where not only that, we would talk to at lunch, schoolyard, at lunchtime, or even before class would start, right? You'd be out in the schoolyard, it was Super Nintendo versus Genesis back then, right? Yeah. That's how it was in my age group, right? But eventually moved off of that. But the thing was, and this is something we said in the Spaces and other places as well. Back then, there was a competition between the two platforms. But what really happened was, of course, we were kids. We would talk shit about a bunch of technologies that most of us did not truly understand, even back then, right? Although there was a couple of us nerds who did, like myself. But anyway, right? Nerd! But anyway, what we would do is, we would talk all that shit, but at the end of the day, we'd be at each other's house. Like if I had Super Nintendo and he had Genesis, man, I would take my system to his house, he would take his system to my house, right? But I had older brothers who had both, and I still own, like the ones I own are the ones, that were my hand-me-downs from them, from back in those days I still own, right? Yeah. And it's not even about the games per se, it's about, those times that we had, right? Yeah. So I had that whole experience, but for you, not so much. You knew one other kid, and I mean, you played baseball a lot. But hey, bro, that's all it needed to be. But but I had a friend group in the apartment building that we lived in, right? And we're all about similar age, plus or minus, right? And when Street Fighter came out, dude, he was at my boy's crib almost every day playing Street Fighter. Man,
So
it
it was-
seemed like
so there was-
years.
there was
but
two,
it was like
like,
2 years, 3
For
years
us,
only.
for me at least, there was like 3 gaming options. There was my buddy that lived a couple of houses down. There was we had stop and goes in Houston before. Those are the Valeros and the Diamond Shamrocks.
I got you.
We had a convenience store called Stop and Go. It was a neighborhood one. It wasn't like off a main highway or anything. It was a neighborhood one, and they had 2 Street Fighter arcades there. And we would have that packed, man. All our quarters were all racked up, on top. Like, my turn, this and that.
You got next. Right?
And there's always
quarter,
that damn Asian kid, man, kicking everybody's ass. There's always
And then
that.
sometimes there would be a little kid who couldn't even reach up to the thing. He would have to stand on a box or something, and he was nice to it. And you'd be like, what the fuck, where did this kid come from?
Yeah.
But sick nice.
And the Stop and Go hated us because we're like, we'll take all his quarters. He's like, man, I can't give you quarters anymore, man. I'm running out of quarters. So there was that place. And then another one wasn't, we could have walked there, but probably would have taken like an hour to walk, maybe. There was a movie theater in a shopping center, and there was a large arcade right next door. So that was the spot, the movie theater, and then the arcade right next door.
Like, where did you grow up?
290 and Beltway 8. Jersey.
290. So you grew up on Northwest. Oh, Jersey Village.
Yeah, Jersey Village area.
Oh, okay. You
Eternal champions. Oh, wow.
Y'all rich.
Get out of here.
Now, I grew up in the hood, bro.
No.
So look.
No, I didn't grow up in the hood. I never grew up in the hood.
No, you grew up in Jersey Village.
Yeah, Jersey Village.
Yeah,
that don't even sound hood.
No.
Yeah, he grew up in the suburbs, man. We grew up in the hood. Man, he don't know the struggle. He don't know the struggle.
No. I was gonna ask him, did y'all have slugs? but I know they didn't have slugs. Y'all mama gave y'all all the quarters y'all needed. No slugs. I don't know how they made them, but they made them, and it was some kind of metal that they would beat into the size of a quarter, and it would work.
No. Okay.
Say word.
So when I was small, before junior high, so this is elementary years. I used to live in Northside, and this is over by I-45 and Cavalcade, if you know where that's at. Right?
That's Fifth Ward.
Right. So that's inside the loop still, right? 45 and Patton, if you kind of know where that area is at.
That's Southside.
Okay. No, that's Northside. Patton.
I don't know Patton there.
Okay. So there's Patton, and there's, I think it's Cavalcade, if I can remember correctly. So it's a little bit,
I know that.
Just a little south of North 610 on 45. Okay. And so, you're talking about your slugs, you smash them, whatever, try to rig it up and everything. There was a store called Rice where I used to live.
A grocery store.
A grocery store, right? And they had a Mario Brother, not the Super Mario. They had a Mario Brother arcade. And what I would do to get free games, I would take pennies, right? And I would chunk them into the slot where it just set off the game for free.
Yep.
I just put them as fast as I can.
Put it on the end and push it in.
Push it as fast as you can, so it can trigger it, and it would. And I'll be there for hours, man, playing with pennies, man. And the pennies will come right back out because they won't.
Because I was going to say the pennies come back out.
So you get to do it again.
Yeah, you get to do it again, man. So that's what I used to do in my elementary years when we lived and I was in the hood.
That's the hood.
And so I did that. That was like my little rigging thing I used to do when I was a kid playing Mario.
Okay, so since you know Fifth Ward, I grew up on the other side of 610.
What, over by Northline Mall where it used to be?
Well, that's why I was asking you where'd you grow up at, because I was going to ask you if you knew about Northline, because they had Time Out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And yeah, I couldn't go to Northline anymore because I went with my boy. We got some Jordans.
Yeah.
And I don't know what number they are, but they're the Jordans that look like boots.
Yeah. With
the metal lace locks. I think they're 13s or something. I don't know. And
so yeah, Northline was the mall I used to go to all the time. Yep.
So look, my boy David, right? He used to He used to brush his hair he wanted waves. So he had a brush in his hand at all times, brushing his hair.
Oh yeah.
So we're so,
like me.
so,
Like me.
so look, so we were playing games. I want to say I was playing Street Fighter. That was my favorite game.
Yeah.
And so, okay, my nickname is Peanut. So, I'm playing the game, and all of a sudden I hear Peanut, help! I look down, and David is on the ground hugging his tennis shoe box, and these dudes came through the back door and said, "Give me these J's, ho!"
Oh no! Yeah.
Give me these J's, Peanut, help! And so I just all I did was kind of like get off the game, and they ran away.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I called my people to come get us, and then I couldn't go to Northline no more.
Yeah,
because David. I was like,
so you know where Northline used to be, right off of Cross Timbers and 45.
Yeah.
Right. So you just go down south. You cross 610, the north part of 610, and it's like the second exit or so called Cavalcade, and that's where I used to live when I was a kid. Yep. There used to be an old Days
I've been
Inn.
muted this whole time.
There used to be an old Days Inn on the right side on Cavalcade and 45. It's probably good.
I was gonna say, like, man, I don't know all this stuff y'all talking about this place, in Texas. I don't know, but I know the hood, and I knew the suburbs, right? And apparently, you live in the suburbs, right?
No, I lived in a suburb. I grew up in a suburb, but
like
I said, elementary years, I lived inside the loop, which is pretty much the hood.
The hood, right? But he grew up in the hood. I grew up in the hood. Yeah, I didn't go into. I moved to Canarsie when I was 14.
Yeah.
Right. That's a different area of Brooklyn that had houses, but you don't want to go back there now because all the Negroes is there now. That's what it's hell. Let me tell
this
you,
guy.
all the
Did
white
you hear what he
folks
said?
moved away.
Yes, I did. Sound racist to me.
When I moved in, right, I had neighbors on the left and the right that were both white, right? Within 2-3 years, they were gone, right? They were gone, and they were just like over 10 years, man. All the black folks, like, it was just nothing but black. That's just what it is.
No, you didn't say
know
black
how it is. Like,
before.
black folks move in, right? Negroes like me, like myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm black. I'm a Negro. That's what it is. That's what they would say, right? There you go, right? So eventually, like, we chased them all away, it seems, right? And that's kind of what I feel like I am now. That's why I want to move again.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to front. This feels like the west side, like the super west side of the Bronx out here now.
Uh-oh.
Like, almost everybody who lives around here is from New York or whatever now. Yeah. So now I feel like moving again. But I say all that to say is the struggles as a young kid were varied, and there are certain aspects to it that are different, no doubt. Yeah. But when it comes to, gaming and stuff, right? Either you knew people or you didn't.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what it was. That's what it truly was about. Like, you got to connect with other people who mess with that stuff. And
now here's another hood located. This was hood because my aunt, God, I mean, she doesn't live there anymore. She lives over here by Jersey Village now because of the government.
You sound very relieved to say that.
But my mom will always take us to my aunt's house. It's her sister. And it's over by 45 South and Telephone Road. Right?
Now that's South Side.
That's South Side. Yeah. And I don't know how it is now. I haven't been to that part of town in a long time, but back when I, growing up, that was hood. Bad hood.
That's y'all spot though.
And my aunt would live like in project apartments. It was just it was run down, roaches. Like, it was bad. I hated going because we were so used to living where we lived in Jersey Village that we go back to her apartment and it was just like roach infested. I'm like, I can't be.
Let me tell you.
No.
So that's the thing. So like I said, I lived in Flatbush in Brooklyn, right? And roaches were a thing at night when you go in the kitchen, right? The lights off, turn the lights, you see the roaches.
Yeah.
Run away, right? And we put down the, things, and so the roaches weren't everywhere in all our stuff, but mainly in the kitchen. And you already understand that aspect, right? So now, when I moved to Canarsie, right, in 1999, because my uncle lived like 5 blocks away, and that was the house to go to, you know, in the family parties and stuff. So, for the turn of millennium, right, we were all at his house, right, to celebrate the new year together. And so, I walked through my old block on the way. It was a little bit out of my way to do it, except I just went to see my old block because I hadn't been there since I moved away, or like a couple months after I moved away. Like I went to go see old friends a couple of times, and after a while, I stopped going there entirely, and I never went back until then, right?
Yeah.
And so it felt so much smaller, more compact.
Yeah.
Like I was like, how the fuck did I ever like? Yeah. It just seems smaller.
It does.
But I was already the same height as I was then already. So I already grew to full height already. So I don't know why it felt even smaller yet.
Well,
still,
kind of
right?
used to like more of an open wherever you are now, and you go back and like, oh my god, I used to live here.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wouldn't want to go back to my old block because I've seen it on like the Google, like in the VR app, like the Maps app, right? In VR, right? Yeah. Have you done that too?
No, but I'll just like, I do that sometimes on Google Maps. Like I'll look around, like, oh man, this is
the
cool.
old block.
Yeah.
Right, so I did that where I could see it from like firsthand, like I was my old block in Flatbush, which is even worse now, even worse than it was in 1999. Yeah. Then I did it to my old block where I lived in Canarsie, right? Yo, and to see what they did to my old house, and they made it all green and weird and shit. I'm like, the fuck? Like, anyway, like, point being is, like, even then, and to me, that was a step up from where I lived in the hood, because there wasn't roaches and rats over in that house there, because that was a whole house.
One thing
we had a whole house.
Stand.
Right, I can't stand roaches either. So when I bought this house here that I'm in now, even though they had fumigated and everything, and they showed me the receipts, I paid to have it done again, right? Because I'm like, oh no, I left roaches a long time ago when I was in Flatbush.
I'm not roach guy anymore.
My own house, I'm not sure. I'm trying to doubly make sure there's no type of bugs. I know I'm up. As far as I'm concerned, this was the boonies where I'm at now, right? So I was just like, bro, I don't want to deal with none of that. And let me tell you, man, and man, I'm just not. But to even go to my old block in Canarsie, which is way better than what's Flatbush, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, the step. But I just remember the dynamics of when I was in Flatbush with my friends, and the dynamics when I was in Canarsie with my friends. And this is why I met 108 Dragons and other people like that. Like, it's just a very different thing, even when it comes to the gaming thing. And it wasn't even because my age or whatever, right? Right? Because by the time I left Flatbush, I was already old enough, you know, to leave the block and do other things for a couple years already, right?
He's walking also, the street like, I'm too good for these streets. I'm out of here.
But also, I just remember in hindsight that the younger you are, even for situations that was maybe 6 months, it felt like it was years, right? And to now, like the time period that we've been doing the podcast, the three of us, right? If we were like 12 or something, it would have felt like years. But to us, this is like, it hasn't really been that long. Yeah. It's a trip. Yeah. It really is.
All I gotta say, man, that's cool, but I got one more thing, man.
What's that?
There's a dude, man. I was like, man, how old was I back then? Like 12. And Myron was like a young man. He wasn't in school. Street Fighter 3 was out. And he was like, don't put your quarter in this game. I said, man, it's not your game. He's like, don't put your quarter in the game. I was like, I looked at the dude who was running it. And I was like, he's not gonna mess with me in front of this guy. All right. So I get on the game, beat Myron. Myron pushed the shit out of me. I didn't have a big brother. He pushed the shit out of me.
Oh, okay.
He was like, man, I told you not to play the game. Because I beat him. I guess because it wasn't his guy, he was playing with DJ. See, I remember it like it was yesterday. He was playing with DJ. I jump on with Ken, or was it Bruce Lee guy? Fei Long. I beat the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. If I see Myron, I'm subject to slap him this day. Cause see, he was skinny then. I know he's still skinny now. He's older than me. Yeah, I just slap him and walk off.
Hey, but I'll tell you what. Realist. I go back to the hood when I started driving. You know me, man. I like me the hood girls back then. I go to Harlem Clark. I got me a girl over there and everything. And that's hood too.
Your wife from Harlem Clark?
No. No, when I was dating.
I was about to say.
No. We met at a Sam's Club. No way. But
That's awesome. That's awesome because it's funny as hell, but also awesome.
Well, because we worked there. We worked there.
Oh, nice.
We both worked there. I was working there already, and she just happened to move down to Houston recent, and she got a job at Sam's Club because she worked at Sam's Club up here in Dallas. So when she moved down to Houston, she was looking for a job. It's just like, okay, I already had a job in Sam's Club. Might as well just do it again, and they're flexible with the hours because she was going to college then. And that's where we met. But like I said, when it was, you know, my dating years, I told you the story, man. I go to Harlem Clark, man, and that's like, you know, when I was going, it was hood, man.
Yeah, Harlem Clark, that's us, right? Y'all, it's telephone. So I understand, like, shoot, that ain't nothing. That's your people.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
People are always against other people, man. They don't care if the same skin color, man.
It's just like, yeah. But it's just like over there, like Denver Harbor. That's in Fifth Ward too. That's all essays.
Hey,
bro. Yeah, but yeah, man. Let's get back to the thing, man. Because I really want to talk about what you got on the screen right there,
there. The PlayStation bundle here, the 30th. I mean, actually, it does look good. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. The controller looks good. Like I want to buy that controller.
Yeah. Is that something? Is that the?
So he's there. He's still there. I don't know what happened.
It's just there. It's my screen thing.
I click watch screen.
Yeah, it looks good. So I mean, I can't clown it. I just wonder what the price is because I was reading this article and it doesn't say anything at price, so I don't think they have it.
It's the regular controller. It's the DualSense Edge controller, right? Comes with the drive, comes with the stand, and it comes with a limited edition version of the system and of the what do you call that handheld? The remote handheld, the portal.
Yeah.
Right. All together, but I don't think they say the price, and there's only a certain number of them.
Oh yeah, they do say that here.
There's like 12,000, 12,300 of them, which is an odd number. Yeah. That's a strange number, but there you go. But yeah,
there's gotta be some hidden meaning behind it, man. There's gotta be a hidden meaning
with the PlayStation design on it. I want that though.
No, that one.
And my birthday coming up.
I mean, I can't claim that. That does look good.
Yeah, you have a bunch of Xbox controllers. So if you was to get an extra PlayStation controller, it wouldn't be as bad. You're not buying any more Xbox controllers.
I want to reveal, I got the PlayStation 5 Pro right here, right now, in my house, on the floor, right now, right next to me. You can't see it. Let me switch on the.
Show us.
Can you guys see the cam, or I mean, did you guys?
On YouTube? I'm not on YouTube to watch, but hang on a second. I'll put you on.
You gotta see it.
I got
Oh man! You saw it first here on this channel.
Oh, here we go.
I got.
I'm watching you.
I got the PlayStation Pro right here. Nobody else has it. Okay, man. God dang it. Okay, look at that.
That's crazy.
Look at those 6 stripes, man. This is the crazy. Pro. Is it?
Stripes, man.
What's beautiful that I could take the old stand from the regular one and put it on this one. It fits perfect.
Bro, it's like my Adidas.
It's my Adidas, bro. Look at that. How sick does that look?
Wow.
Look at that.
That looks sick as hell, bro.
The stripes are sick, man. The PlayStation Pro is legit, man. You know what? It shorted out my TV. I'll tell you that. That's how powerful this thing is. My TV can't handle it. Here, let me put it like this.
It starts overheating?
Man,
on your TV?
It blew up my TV, man. I had to put it in the garage.
Bro, man, that reminds me of the THX commercials, man. It was about to blow up your teeth like on the Simpsons rendition of it. Wow.
It was bad, man. So yeah, this PlayStation Pro, man, is legit, man. Like like when you start a game, it instantly just starts. It just bing, press start to begin. It's like, oh,
dang, like Nintendo.
yeah. There's no loading up the logo. There's no loading up like who made the game. It even bypasses automatically the EULA. Like, you ain't gotta press nothing. Just go straight to the game. Don't you already agreed?
Just like the old days with the Nintendo and stuff. You put in a game, press power, it works instantly.
Just like that, man.
Nice.
PlayStation Pro right here is sick, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna be awesome during wintertime because it's gonna warm up the room really good, man. This media room here because it gets super cold. And these stripes, it's just an added bonus. The styling they did here is just, dude, I swear. And I don't, I pre-ordered it and they sent it, I got it today and like, oh snap, I got it before everybody. Huge mistake by Sony. But hey, I don't care. I didn't sign no NDA. It's right here. All right. I didn't sign no NDA. You guys took my money. I'm going to show it off. And here it is, man. It's crazy, right?
Crazy. So, hey, seriously, hey, Tech, you gonna get that PS5 Pro?
It's right here. I mean,
nah, for real.
What you mean? He got it right there, man.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. This is the PS5
Okay,
Pro.
so are you gonna get a second PS5
Am I gonna get
Pro?
a second one? No. I mean, I don't think that the wiring here in the house can handle it. Right, having two of them, so I'm just gonna stick with this one.
It's definitely gonna overheat the game room that you got there. The family.
You see, Sega Man says, "Check it out, dude. You can even change the stripes on the PS5 Pro. Just go to your local hardware store and buy some black electrical tape."
Sweet, right? Yeah, man, it's fucking sick.
This is sick, dude. I mean, like the style they did, the compatible. This is backward compatible stand. Okay, I can take the old stand and actually put it on the Pro, and it works. So I don't have to spend another $30 for some fancy.
Came with it.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. So it's like, dude, like it's crazy that I'm the only one that got it. So you saw it here first, man. PlayStation. Oops, hold on. Looks good.
Congratulations, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah, people should be, man. People should be.
Man, you reached a new echelon, man. You get a system from Sony.
Yeah, they sent it early by mistake, man.
It's like, bro, it's so crazy.
I think that's why they try to email me and say, "Hey, man, I need you to send it back." And I was like, "I ain't sending shit back. This is mine." You got my money. It was like I got what I bought. So this is what I wanted. Yeah, and now I told them I'm gonna be on YouTube and put it on there. They're like, whatever. And I'm like, yes, I am. And here I am right now. PS5 Pro, baby. Take that.
What you gonna play on it? Astrobot.
Yeah, Astrobot.
Yeah, it comes with It comes with Astrobot.
There you go. See, man.
As it should have, right? Because like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh no, not the new one. The one that came with the PlayStation 5.
Yeah,
I know. Astrobot, as it should.
Right.
What is the new one called? I don't know. Astro's Playroom. It comes with Astro's Playroom.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. I mean, luckily I was here, so I didn't have to wait outside that long. I got a Ring camera out front, so I see people coming in all the time. Especially delivery guys, and I saw him, kind of like having trouble with the box. I'm like, oh man. I was like, I know what that is. I know what that is. It's the PS5 Pro. It's like, it's here already. Oh, Sony messed up big time. It's like, I ain't sending it back. And I got to open it up. Like, oh, snap. It's the famous egg carton, man. So it got the same egg carton on there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Same egg, but it had a thick
$800 and they couldn't upgrade the egg carton?
Nah, you don't need it. This thing's built like a tank, right? It's built like a tank.
You said the guy needed help. You should have got him. He should have got a dolly.
I mean, I got him a Powerade. I was like, dude, here it is. Here's a Powerade, man. I know you're thirsty. But yeah, man.
You're such a nice guy. You got him a Powerade.
Yeah, I got a Powerade.
Nice guy.
I have no Gatorades. I was like, you're not getting my glass for a cup of water or anything. No. This thing is
so. Yo, I know what you're gonna definitely want to play on it. Horizon Zero Dawn remastered.
Oh, the remastered. That's right.
The remastered.
You know
what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta pay $70 for that, though, bro. They doing you a solid, man. Because that should be $170.
It makes me want to sign up for PS Plus. What's the top tier? Extreme?
I don't know.
I forget.
Extreme, whatever. Ultimate,
Premiere,
maybe.
Premiere, I think.
Premiere. I think it is.
Like
yeah.
The primary. I forget what it is. But
what are you talking about? The service?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Premium.
There you go.
Premium. Okay.
I'm gonna have to sign up now, man, because they knocked it out with this PS5 Pro that I got right here, and for some reason I want to go to the mall and go get some Adidas outfits too.
Adidas.
So yeah, man. Thanks to Sony, and sorry to other schmucks who didn't get theirs. I got mine first.
Oh, we're schmucks now. All right, I see you.
Well, you're not gonna buy one anyway, so you're not a schmuck.
Hey, man, let's just move on because, man, you get me mad. So, next topic.
All right, the next one is the fun stuff, man. It's Space Marines smear campaign fails. CEO viral comment is unstoppable.
You know, I sent you a link from Asmin Gold, right? And his video makes
That's
it very
the dude.
interesting.
That's bootleg Jesus.
Yeah, that's the one, right?
Oh yeah.
That's him. That's his name.
Very smelly shit like that.
I didn't know his name, but that's him.
Asmin Gold, that's the one. And bro, his video sums it up very succinctly. Basically, the press tried to bait the CEO into a bunch of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
With the with the whole anti-woke, anti-DI crowd, and he wasn't falling for any of that stuff, right? He just responded to Asmin Gold, who really liked the game, who said, just how much he liked the game, right? Yep. So then the press tried to make it a thing. I think IGN or Kotaku,
like they always
probably
do.
both of them, frankly, as they always do. But no. But this time they baited it first before they said anything, because they never said anything. They would ask them questions, right? And they just would ignore them and not answer them and not say nothing, right? So what they tried to do was try to bait them into some bullshit, right? And so he didn't fall for it. He didn't answer any of their shit, right? So now, Asmin Gold, put a video about saying, just how much he likes the game, and so they responded back, with words of thanks, as they usually do, blah blah blah, right? That black area right there, right?
Yep.
I love your videos. When we signed the deal, we just wanted to make a throwback game that was old school. That's why I kept mentioning about Gears, right?
Yep.
Right, and it gets addicting. And if you know this series of Warhammer, it's about, it's very violent and all of that. That's all he wants to be. He's not trying to get into no political drama.
Well, I like this where he said towards the end of this.
I hope that games at Space Marine 2 and Wukong are sort of a reversion to a timeline
when games were simply about fun and
immersion. But the press.
Yeah. So I spent some time as chief operating officer at Embracer and saw games that made me want to cry, with overblown attempts at messaging and imposing morals on gamers, which is something that is tiring. It is true.
Yeah, very annoying.
We just want to do some glory kills and get the heart rate up a little. For me, this is what games should be about, and we need more of him.
Right, but meanwhile, you see like this person right here who's like, oh, it sounds like some anti-woke stuff.
Yes.
And slop, and and the bio reads of generic mail. What the fuck do you mean by generic? But either way, all these powers that be, right?
Yeah.
Who try to push this narrative, right?
Yeah.
They tried to put stuff onto the staff, and particularly the CEO, and he just wasn't falling for any. He just didn't answer any of them. And then I think IGN put up some kind of crappy article, whatever. So it's all in that Asmin Gold video, right? Where he breaks it all down.
Oh,
so
we can play it right now. I mean, I don't think.
Okay, I
think it's fair use. Yeah.
You have to put the sound. No, and Asmin Gold ain't gonna say nothing about it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Warhammer 2 CEO drama for his comment on your video.
Here, we'll do it again.
Warhammer 2.
Have you seen this sick? I mean, not sick, but realist. He's probably on mute.
Really? What about it?
Have you seen this video?
No. I don't watch the guy like that. It came on my autoplay.
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay,
Warhammer 2 CEO drama for his comment on your video. I saw that. IGN.
Here, we'll try again. And let me change my screen here. And let's go.
Warhammer 2 CEO drama for his comment on your video? I saw that. IGN posts an article. This is like 17 hours ago. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2 developer Saber Interactive won't say whether or not controversial YouTube comment is from its CEO. And so if you click on the article, they changed the title of this from controversial to explaining what it actually was.
Context. A few days ago, what was supposedly the CEO of Saber Interactive left a comment on one of our videos.
I hope games like Space Marine 2 and Wukong are the start of a revision to the timeline where games are simply about fun and immersion.
This comment went immediately viral, and as you might imagine, a lot of people were very positive about it. But then, la creme de la creme, a senior Kotaku reporter called this out and equaled Saber's CEO to some
Yeah, of course Kotaku had to say something, right?
woke crusader. They were so sure the comment was fake that they asked Saber about it. Saber then refused to respond, and the smear campaign immediately begun. Then today, the CEO replied to a post about it on LinkedIn.
And the reason why is because it wasn't controversial to anybody. This is a media hack that they do. So they say that it's a controversial comment, then hopefully by a self-fulfilling prophecy, it then becomes controversial, right? But the truth is that this comment had 14,000 likes. Everybody was positive about it. Everybody was supportive. There was no controversy. IGN reached out to them, but they did not receive a response. Basically, something happens, and then this comment becomes misrepresented, and then this narrative is created. That narrative then makes the company feel like they have to set the record straight and explain themselves to these companies. Saber Interactive is making the right decision in the same way that Game Science made the right decision. It's not to confirm yes or to confirm no. It's to have no comment.
Yeah.
You don't talk about it with them. You don't give it oxygen, because every time that you do that and you explain things to them, what you do is you empower this machine. I bought the game because of controversial comment. Make games fun again. Please explain how it's controversial. A gaming publication finds a comment about making games having fun again is controversial. And you can see, obviously, everybody is disagreeing with this. Game Science didn't play their game, and Wukong has sold over 15 million copies. These people are simply no longer the gatekeeper to audiences anymore. You can directly advertise to an audience, and they are a vestige of a time that has been gone for over 15 years. So yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, and so it's not just about, you know, nowadays it's about DI and anti-woke and blah blah blah, but it'll be about this and that thing later on. But overall, what Asmongold just said there at the very end is the most important part. The press are worthless. We don't need them for shit. It's what I've been saying. We don't need them for, they're worthless. They try to feed you crap for you to consume and to believe the way they think, right? But meanwhile, we don't think nothing. We just want to play games. All gamers, as far as I knew, when I was talking about earlier, back in the Super Nintendo and Genesis days, you know, in the schoolyards and stuff. One of the many topics of conversation besides, you know, this console versus that console was also, yo, the girls don't play, you know, like when girls play it with us too, because, you know, these games are cool too. You know, and a couple girls did, a couple didn't. You know, most didn't, right? And because that was at a time when it was seen as a negative to play video games, right? Or something childish or whatever, right? And there's still a lot of people who believe that. Nowadays, it's mostly not like that, but, you know, there's still those who do, stigma, right? Right, and there's these stigmas, and people try to associate stuff which is really about fun and community and just playing, right? Because you play games, it's for all ages, old and new. I just saw on Facebook, or I forget where I saw it. I think I saw it on Facebook and I retweeted it or whatever, or I reposted it, right? Where it was a grandma just got a Switch for her birthday, and she was crying about it because clearly she's a gamer, right? Plays games, and there's all types of other people I follow on YouTube, like Mother Mantis and stuff like that, right? Who's into like Mass Effect and sci-fi games like that, and she's into the like the storyline and stuff, right? And she's just, you know, she is a woman who's retired now in early 60s, late 50s. I forget exactly where her age is, right? You know, and she just like, and she's talking with a community, and there's a, you know, it's all about the fun of games. It's not supposed to be all about this all types of political crap all day, right? Video gaming was always inclusive. We always wanted everybody to play together. We don't care about who the hell you are or whatever you believe in or who you pray to or what you identify as or none of that crap, bro. We don't care. Come play, because I'm playing. Is you down? I'm down. And then you got a game like Warhammer. That's cross-play and co-op in all modes. From the single player to the multiplayer to the co-op modes to everything. It's co-op and cross-platform. So every platform it's on, everybody can play together, right? And that was one of the aspects of the game that I loved the most, that I kept hyping up. I've spoken on this game multiple times, right? Ad nauseum, right? And then here come the same old press trying to make it about some other bullshit that no one gives a fuck about. And
it gets under their skin that a game like this succeeds without the need of any messaging and like imposing
anything, right? About race or sex or none of them
for fun, old school style, man. Just glory kills and get the heart rate pumping, like the CEO said, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, we missed that. That's what we want.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what we want. God damn it.
That's sure, there's games. There's a place for games that have, you know, that if you want to push a message, and we see it all the time, like with like Life is Strange, right? And some other games just like it. That's fine, and I enjoy those games. But when you try to like invade a game like Warhammer, Halo, Gears of War, and try to push on it, that's when it gets like, okay, now
that's not going to work.
Now you're just kind of digging your nails in somewhere you don't belong, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right. And when it comes to Warhammer, you know, somebody was like, why are there not female space marines? There's the Sisters of Silence and all of that stuff. And when you look at like the lore in that, they can only be women. They can never be men, right? Because of lore reasons that I'm not going to break down because that's, you know, outside the pocket of conversation here, right? But like they tried to make Warhammer into that crap, and the community as a whole like, F you, right? And then, you know, a little bit of backlash to that where, oh, female space marines was always around, but trust me, it's already not flying, right?
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? They tried to acquiesce to these groups who trying to push their crap in their politics onto shit that just doesn't belong. And it just wasn't working out anyway. So I just love to see shit like this happen. Where it shows who's right and who's truly wrong.
It gets under their skin that it succeeds the way it's succeeding right now. Getting positive. Everybody's loving it. And they just came out with a game a month ago and it totally crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They're pushing their message. They were putting whatever their crap putting in Concord, and look what happened.
Yeah,
you know?
And there was nothing wrong with the game at all in terms of Concord, in terms of the game Concord, right?
Yeah.
It's not flawed in any way in terms of the game, right? It's the characters are generic. No one gives a crap about that stuff. And like the characters just look like they're pushing narratives and look boring. And all the stuff that he said when he used to work at Embracer, right? They try to push narratives and all this other crap. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's what the problem is. And they're just not falling for that, bro. They're not falling for it. That's not what's successful.
And you know, I ask this every week. It's like, you see these stories about how these message games that come out and they fail, right? And I always ask, it's like, why do these companies not get it? I mean, like, realists will put me straight and like, hey, it's because, you know, they got to make money, got to push it, they got to do it. It's like,
that's not making money. That's why
that's not making money.
They believe they need to.
They fail.
But they believe they need to for whatever stupid reason.
Yes. Well, I have to hire these companies like Baby Jesus Inc. or whatever it's called, to
Sweet
help,
Baby,
you know, to help push some kind of agenda. I was like, why?
Sweet Baby Rays.
It's just, yeah. So hopefully we'll get more of like this CEO, to say, you know what, we just want to create games. We don't care about this other crap that doesn't belong, right? If you want one of those type of games, we'll make your own. But, you know, it's gonna fail if not enough of that group, that small percentage group that wants a game but don't support it. You know, kind of like the WNBA.
Yeah, but y'all know I don't have much to say about that stuff, man. Because I hope they take it back. You know what I mean? Like, but I know that the money talks, and the money says inclusion. I mean,
but
there's no other reason.
But has
no.
So why did they keep
doing
it? That's the thing. You know?
Oh, because there's an agenda and the money is behind it. So it's like they're gonna do it. Like it hasn't made anybody any money. Not any movies, not any video games that take that tone with their games. So I just hope they get back to making games. And because I mean, Xbox and everybody else has a homosexual catalog, whatever you call it, whatever LBGT plus catalog,
You see.
and they have curated games for people, made by people of that persuasion, for people of that persuasion.
Yep.
And yeah, it's kind of segregational, but you know, not everybody wants to play it. You know, I played Rainbow Billy.
What's Rainbow
I mean,
Billy?
it was in Game Pass.
Okay, now I'm gonna have to put it on the screen.
Yeah, it's like a little. I guess he's gay. Like there's rainbows. Like I almost beat it. I got bored though. But like, I hate to say things like this. Like, tell the black people to make their own stuff, but yeah, that's Rainbow Billy.
Oh, Rainbow
But,
Billy, not Bayou Billy. It's not his little brother who turned teams or something.
Man, Bayou Billy wouldn't have no brother like that.
So what are you
That's a
saying?
fact.
Like you would hate to tell black people to make their own game or something like that?
Well, no, I was just saying, like, you know, it sounds like it's, you know, segregational, but like, you know, race is one thing. You know, what you choose to do in your private life is another thing.
Yeah.
And like, whereby they try to make everyone say that it's okay. You know, they don't have to say it's okay. They don't even have to agree with what you do, as long as they just respect what you do. Stop trying to make people say it's okay. And it's like any other argument. Like, agree to disagree at some point and just accept one another's differences. That's how I feel about it. But I hope that they get back to just making games. Life is Strange, they even said they were getting away from that. Square did.
Yeah.
You know, they've all been losing, and I think that the point should be made by now that it's not a conscious decision that we're not including certain groups. It's just they don't fit into this story. Because I didn't like it when they would make black people into places where black people never were. You know what I mean? That's like you want to tell the story of a Nazi and then you bring some white boy in there. You tell the story of Thor and then you got a black timekeeper. You know, he was never there. It was written by Norse white people for Norse white people. You know, and just leave it like that. And, you know, Black Panther should have been what they got behind, not some race switch or swap. But, you know, a lot of times, man, I don't like talking about it because, you know, certain groups of people use it to validate their natural hate that they already had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know the real reason why they don't like Yasuke.
Yeah.
You know, like Yasuke is not the problem. The problem is that Yasuke's black.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So now that Yasuke is one of the protagonists in the game, now they're starting to break down the whole historical accuracy like it's not a video game. Because what that Asmongold video I watched last night made me do was, well, other videos hit the autoplay about this subject, about how they're breaking down the historical accuracy of the video game. But then what I did was I went to another guy who was in that Asmongold video, and he said, check out my video about the historical accuracy of Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima is not historically accurate. The Mongols took Tsushima.
Yep.
And then on top of that, well, Tsushima, yeah, but not mainland, because mainland they got wiped out. But then the one of the heads of the studio says we weren't going for historical accuracy. We wanted to respect Japanese culture, but it's not historically accurate. We put fun first. So why can't we handle Assassin's Creed with that same, you know?
Because it's just a nitpick now because of the whole actual real reason that's being at it. That's all it really is. It's all bullshit. And even Asmongold right? As level-headed as he is with that, he's a part of that group that's giving crap to Assassin's Creed now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Him, Alex, Fritanga's straight up racist, right? Like he's bro. He's been dancing on that line for a minute now, and there's a lot of people who don't mess with him at all, right? But like,
well, you're talking about because it said the N word, but that dude, man,
yeah,
you know, man,
he's been on that.
Yeah, but like, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I do not. Is refried beans a racist thing? Tech.
Refried beans?
Okay.
No.
Because my boys call each other beaners. Okay.
Beaners? I said it to myself. It's like this beaner doesn't even eat beans.
All right. I don't like it
like
when
black
beaners
folks say
when beaners forget when beaners forget where they come from.
Yeah.
And like this dude is like totally defending something that he's not.
Yeah.
And then he said, well, it's not about race. But dude, look, some portions of the whole DEI thing have a point, but they've gone overboard with it.
Way overboard. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like he's like, well, if you're straight and you're white, dude, it's not against straight white people. It's just having people included. But my point is, go make your own game.
Mm-hmm.
Stop shoehorning people in places where they wouldn't normally be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yasuke was actually in Japan. Now the historical accuracy as to that he fought alongside Nobunaga, if he was really a samurai, I don't give a care. You know what I'm saying? Like, who goes to Assassin's Creed for a history lesson? This ain't Age of Empires.
And don't they also say at the very beginning of the game, this is not accurate?
Well, they say that it's not. But since when did Achilles fight? Hell, Achilles is a mythical guy. Like,
yeah.
Since when did he fight Cerberus? Like that's not real. Yeah. So like all of a sudden things need to be historically accurate. They're not going for that. But anyway, I hope they get back to it. Stop shoehorning people where they don't belong. If you want to make a game, make a brand new fresh IP that has homosexuals in it.
There you go.
And let's just see how it goes. Stop making Batman gay, Superman gay. Go make gay man. I think I said it last time we talked about it for 2 hours. Go make gay man, and he saves people, and he says, "See, girlfriend," and just see who goes to pay for it. And it is what it is, bro. Like it's like black people, Mexicans. That like they made their own way. Y'all go make y'all way. The only difference is they can't get people to watch them. Not even their own people. So they're trying to make us support that. That's the problem I have with it. I'm done.
Yeah. This beaner doesn't
like she and then every woman that they choose is not that. It's not like it has to be a masculine woman. That's the best way I can say it. Like, why can't she just be a woman who likes girls? Why does she have to be masculine? Why does she have to radiate masculine energy? Why does she have to, what's wrong with just being a woman that likes girls? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I just don't get it. I hope it ends quick because this just.
Oh yeah, and you remember I was giving Lollipop Chainsaw props?
Yep.
Come to find out, there are no jiggle physics.
Yeah, I saw something about that. They took out the jiggle.
Yeah, man.
But was this an update? Because you can always play offline and not get the update.
I didn't play it. I was gonna buy it, but I'm already overwhelmed. So I'll
probably buy the disc. There's a disc version, right? I think there is.
I don't know. I just want to support it because I want them to keep going, man.
If they have a disc version, then I'll buy it. We'll see.
Yeah, no. I mean, like women been jiggling since Chun-Li, bro. Like we like.
Oh,
why does it?
My Shiranui. There you go.
My favorite, if we want some jiggles, would have to be Dead or Alive.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
jiggles.
dude, come on.
That was ridiculous giggles in part one.
I mean, that's all that game is about. They even had to make a volleyball game.
Yes.
Yes. And it was a solid volleyball game. I keep telling people. That was a solid volleyball game. I bought it for the volleyball. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the kickle figures were good, but the volleyball game play. I told you before, man. I used to play that Sega game at the arcade at work at JFK, and it never came to console, right?
Yeah.
So
it's on an OG Xbox. I have it.
Right. So I bought that on OG Xbox, right? Because that came. No, I'm talking about the Sega arcade game, the volleyball game that they had, right? Because they bought tennis to console, all their other games, but not that one.
Yeah, get some Dead or Alive, man.
I really mean it. So I bought Dead or Alive for the volleyball. So the volleyball was actually solid, but hey, it is what it is, man. Like they went so far with the jiggle and all the other aspects of it that's all people know of it. But it's a solid volleyball game. I mean that straight as hell.
Mariposa was my girl to play with me. She was awesome.
You know something else I noticed, that the women who are offended that men are attracted to women are not attractive.
Exactly. That's why they're upset, because they know they can't get the male gaze from the dudes that they want to get male gaze from, which is probably most men.
But those are the same dudes that they won't even.
I'm offended because she should be offended.
Yeah, right.
What'd you say, Tech?
But they get offended that the guys are looking at these digital women the way they gaze at them, but these are the same guys those women will reject because they don't want them.
Right.
Same thing.
All right.
So did you get this?
I don't.
Did you get the game?
Huh?
Did you get the game?
No. You talking about Space Marines?
Yeah.
Because my next that I want is Final Fantasy. We let off with that. I would love to play it, but we don't play enough together. Like I buy it to play with y'all, and then y'all never play with me. So, yeah.
It's because you black.
Dude, I got Space Marine. I was supposed to play with Legal and somebody else. Oh yeah, I was planning to play with, but I guess that's
my bike. Stephen Biko.
So how's it work for crossplay with PC? Do you have to sign up for some account and tie it in, or what?
No, it's some kind of Epic thing, which you probably should already have, motherfucker.
For Fortnite.
Right, for Fortnite and everything else, so you're fine. You already got that account anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't yell at me.
But listen, here's the thing about that. Who gives a crap? Okay, they already got your soul a long time ago anyway. When it comes to all this digital shit, like, stop trying to fight the power. The power already been got you long before you decide you want to go against it. They already got your email or whatever the fuck already. Like,
what are you talking about?
You have a device that's snitching on you every day. Like, oh, I don't want to have to sign up for blah blah blah.
Oh, that? No, I have an Epic account.
You got an account, number one, and even if you didn't, just freaking do it. Who cares? You should have an email account that you use only for spamming shit like this, right? I've done that since 1997 on a Hotmail, and I still got since then, right? Before Microsoft even owned them, right? And meanwhile, I just redeemed 3 games from Amazon for free just now, right? Because I'm telling you, I'd be on that. But anyway, like, bro, that's what it's just like. I want to play crossplay with other people. The stuff is there. Just do it already. Stop trying to fight the power. Meanwhile, you have devices already that's snitching on everything you do, right? Every place you go, or you start to research something, all of a sudden you see ads for it. They already done got you.
They do that. Yeah, they do.
They already got you. So stop trying to fight what's already been got long before you realize.
I was just asking if that's what I need to do, because I was gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, dude. But you already got it. So I'm just saying. Not to you. I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying you specifically.
No, you said you, so I'm taking it personal now.
No, because Realist said earlier, right? Like, you probably already have the email anyway for Fortnite, so it's the same one.
Yeah.
And at least on the PC version, right? It puts up a QR code, scan it with your phone, and I guess logged into this. I didn't even have to log in. It went to the website. I'm already logged in on the Epic website.
See, on the Xbox side, what I saw was a QR code for some pro account. Is what they get. Pros.
Right. It's called Pros. That's the name of it. Yeah. But it's not something where you pay extra for, nothing like that. No. It's confusing because of the name. I get it, but no. Oh, there goes the 4th game I just got for free. There you go. All 4 of them on GOG.
I need to play some.
Thanks a lot, Amazon.
I need to play some Marines tonight.
I just got Falconeer, Lego Hobbit, and 2 other games I already forget the names of. But Falconeer I always wanted to try out because I never played that.
Oh man, that thing sucked. I didn't like it.
But hey, it's free. And I also got the throne.
You talking about Falconeer?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Falconeer. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's made by one guy, man. You know, like I appreciate their ambition.
Yeah.
But none of these one-man team games, unless it's like a Stardew Valley type of game, have been good.
Cave Story.
Or
I don't even like Cave Story. Or Cave Story, I said, but you probably only. Cave
oh
Story.
no, yeah, Cave. Yeah, I can't get it to play. I never played it. I can't get it to play. But like, that one, the new game that everybody's trying to hype up, and Ninra, Falconeer is another one, and then they got another Souls game being made by 2 people, and it looks good. But they, Unreal can make any game look good. Remember in the beginning of the generation, I said, man, you guys gonna have to learn to be careful because a lot of these AA games are gonna look like AAA games, but they're gonna play like AA games. Kind of like what's the name of that game with the vampires?
He's nuts.
Evil West.
Mhm.
Like it looks AAA when you look at it, but once you play it, you feel the AA. You feel the that if it had a bigger team and a bigger budget, it could have been so much more. You know what I mean? Kind of like all of the Sobo games, except for Flight Simulator.
Whoa! Somebody drunk? I just heard a hiccup. Is that a hiccup?
That was
drunk
me.
Hiccup?
I heard a hiccup.
That was me. That was me, man. Dang, I'm sorry. It happened.
You drinking? You can be like
nah,
like Hundo.
That's true. Hey, look, if I wasn't drinking, it would be 8 o'clock. Not like that.
Bro, listen. Next weekend, right? Next weekend. Because like I said, I got the interview on Tuesday. I'd love to have a celebration because we're always talking about doing this drunk show and we never really do it. Drinking show, right? We need to freaking do it
Come.
next weekend.
It's an open inside, motherfucker.
Bro, I'm gonna remind you guys, especially if I get this position applying for, right? So I'm definitely gonna have reason to celebrate. So yeah, we can do it then. I'm gonna have
That
Bloody
means I
Mary.
gotta start like an hour
That's
before
what I'm gonna drink.
showtime.
I'm gonna
and
drink
start
Bloody
drinking.
Mary.
So by the time I
Oh,
do
no,
get
no,
on,
no,
I'll be
no.
like,
No. We're gonna start drinking at the beginning of the show.
Alright,
So
well,
we're coherent
okay.
from the beginning, and then towards the end, become a train wreck.
is it, I put the invite out. You guys, why are you scared? Why?
I remember that. Because you was already done. I was like, no, bro. Like you went ahead of me. Like, let me catch up.
All right, man. We gotta do that. All right, man. Let's close this out. I gotta go.
Hey.
I gotta go pee. We can talk.
All right, go pee, man.
All right.
Hey, I was gonna ask y'all something that's probably gonna go past 9 o'clock, but all right, y'all.
We'll talk in the thing. Bye.
Yeah, we're talking. Like,